It's Monday night. It's 7:38 p.m. I've been reading for the last hour and 45 minutes. About 5:45 I started reading for this next paper I'm doing. So I spent an hour and 45 minutes reading about the influences of media on this debate and the debate's influence on voters, or the debates that presidents have. Well, candidates have. So the debates candidates have for president. Anyway, I've been reading for an hour and 45 minutes. Typically I'd go for about another hour, at least another half hour, but I've just hit a point where I'm not comprehending anything. I'm looking at the page and I'm just done. So I'm calling it. I did not take a nap or work out when I got home. I went straight to, I worked a little bit late and then I went straight to working on a paper. Tomorrow night I'll either grab a quick nap or exercise, one of the two, and then Wednesday I'll probably do the opposite of what I do Tuesday. So if I work out Tuesday, I'll probably sleep Wednesday. And when I take a nap, it's only a 30-minute nap, so, but it makes all the difference in the world. Anyway, I hope your Monday was great. Rock on. Well, it's Saturday, and I didn't get everything done I wanted to get done. I worked on the paper most of the day and the paper's not done. That's frustrating. But what's happening is the subject matter, I get distracted easily on this subject. It's about debates, and there are certain items I have to put in the paper to meet the requirements of the paper. However, the subject matter, which it's actually political debates, which I could go on and on about the fact that what we call a political debate is not a debate at all. It is more like it's more like a job interview. And that wasn't my wording. I read that and I said that's exactly what it actually is. It's just like a job interview. It's not like a debate where two people discuss with each other directly an issue. We have two people talking to a moderator instead of talking to each other about their views and challenging each other's views. But I believe the reason for that, let me rephrase that. The reason that they do not have a real debate where you give them one subject and they debate with a moderator making sure they stay on point. The reason they don't do that, it is political suicide. Why? Because there are so many things that could go wrong. Instead, you have canned answers that you've planned. You don't have to go any further in depth than you want to, and the other candidate is not going to make you defend that position within any real depth. And so I'm distracted when I'm trying to write this paper and hit just the points. I really only have to write another 2 pages, but I've called it a night because I'm spinning my wheels. But tomorrow's another day. We'll get it knocked out, finished up tomorrow, and submitted. All right, rock on. Happy Sunday. Just gonna make a few comments that I was gonna try and do this vlog a little earlier, but there was so much noise from the street. We had a bunch of cars with subwoofers that were so loud I couldn't, it was distracting, and there's no way I would have been able to filter the noise out. It's been a beautiful day. Problem is, I haven't been able to spend much time of it outside. Let me rephrase that. I chose not to spend a lot of time outside. I chose instead to work on my master's degree. And what that ended up meaning was that I spent most of the day inside writing a paper. I spent most of yesterday inside writing a paper. There goes noise. And I finished that paper today, and I submitted it, so that's one more submitted. Hopefully it'll get an A and I can move on to the next class. Well, the next assessment, excuse me. Each class has 4 assessments, so that was the first assessment. Hopefully I'll move on to the second. I really knuckle down before the summer gets here so that I can get this knocked out. I feel a need to do some creative things between work and my my master's degree. I don't know how much of that I'll get done, but I'm going to dedicate, I have already dedicated time to writing. I'm going to dedicate some more time to writing, but I have to get exercise in. I'm not getting enough exercise. At work, I did get a stand-up desk so that I can stand up or sit down. The desk can be cranked up or down so that I'll be able to stand more during the day and at least get a little more vertical time. The truth is, it was just too noisy outside. I couldn't finish my my vlog out there. Too many people, which is cool, but the cars with the subwoofers were just killing me. So anyway, I was out there enjoying the day. So it's been a good probably hour since I was shooting the vlog outside. So I just sat and enjoyed the day, looking at the clouds, watching them go by. They were very, very pretty today. I know I've said it before, I have a lot on my plate. But at the same time, I'm trying to accomplish something bigger. My real problem is it's not as defined as it should be. I have fitness goals, I have creative goals, and I have career goals. Now, some of the creative goals are career goals. Some of the career goals are their own thing. I've built a career so far on my ability in electronics that I got by serving in the Navy. And I'm looking at another career in psychology eventually. And then I have my creative goals, which are their whole own thing, which there's a career there, but I want to make sure that I have the ability to actually create what I want to create, not just some corporate creations. Not that there's anything bad with corporate creations. I think they have their place. I've done some corporate creations which have funded other things, and so it's awesome. But, yeah, I want to make sure that I have some creative control over some of the things that I'm doing creatively. Right now I'm trying to create better sound for my vlog, which you'll see in the camera over there. And so I'm using a better microphone off to the side that I'll link up external recording. Just a minor note for those of you who are creative types. Burnout, like I was saying last week, I'm kind of hit the point where I'm just at the end of my leash. I don't have much more to go, and I'm still not doing all the things I need to do. When I take a day like today and I have a few hours where I just sit and give myself the time to sit, that's when these things strike me that, hey, I got so much to do, and I'm going to turn 49 this year. I don't know if I can do it all before I die. That's a big deal. I long ago came to terms with the fact that I'm going to die. That isn't the issue. The issue is getting so much done before I die. That's part of the reason that I spend so much time every day doing things. So, anyway, but know that I love you. I want you to do good for you and start doing things now. It's never too late, but it's also never too early. So start doing those things that you really want to do. Remember that I love you. Make a great week and rock on.